with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the counter that's dry. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and broken, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. You really fly, we like pelican glide. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, that keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and ended on Fox. We call them toxic cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Okay, money, okay, Anna, ready, to the door, no respect. I took the Billy cool back, then I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, wow. I'm still double, the ties, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the old ones on the shelf. In the fan. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they fine and telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier ass to watch. Cartier look, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her and I show out. I sit like a champ and I wait on her whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel paddock. I whip with the wrist and I don't break the door out. Turn the whole top flow to her. 100 racks and 1 2 about to flood out.
The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Let me cut now. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside. Finally, I'm happy to be, 'cause I got love. With your baby, I figured out why I'm smiling, nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm
check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're just 2 steps away from the Super Bowl, and we're underway in this NFC Divisional matchup. It's a return from the 7. This makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green light.
A give to Irving to start this drive. Rob's the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Hey, 10.
Fields looking to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. Out of the shotgun, Fields has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
331. Angel.
Fields on 3rd. Let's go to Conway. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Throwing the out route complete. Escapes the defender. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
19 instruction. Go.
Play action, Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it, and they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Now Fields. Dumped off to his running back. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A gain of 15 there. And the Bucs have the 1st. Fields out of the gun. He's got it over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Here we go.
Fields throwing here. Has some room to work. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. One after up and good for Boswell. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Wrap all 80. Check smash. Check smash. Hurt. Ready.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. They're coupled together a yard there. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Three. Panther 60.
This is Walker on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Nothing 19.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one complete to Diggs. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
46-yard line.
Milrow looking to throw. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Hurt. Come on.
And put a receiver in motion left. Walker now from the gun. He gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
19 tight. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. Cup 19.
3rd and short, it's Milrow. He's got his man. This is Walker. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
He'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
From the gun, Milrow. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And that brings up 4th and short.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got a half. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
60 Bison. 60 Maverick.
Milrow to throw on 4th. That one is caught. Horton has it. He takes Knocks it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. Good work so far. He's got room. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
At their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Hey, 10.
Here's Fields to throw. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
And what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Walker on 1st down. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC Divisional Round matchup. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play.
Here we go. 77.
Go play action here. It's Milrow. That's incomplete on 2nd down. No look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Past the 60.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down.
They'll work against the blitz. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Ready.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Ready. Get the Eagles. Mustang 19.
Pistol now for Milrow. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They kick the running back in motion. On 3rd down, Walker. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
It's a gain of 10.
Ready.
1st down.
Staying with Walker. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This one's caught. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Bronco, 18 Cardinal.
Walker will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Walker again. And this time he gets in for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Gets up the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And that should be Seahawks football. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Check, 19.
Milroe's going to sneak it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Seahawks capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead.
Seahawks.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14.
Buccaneers 7. Michael Dixon to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? 58.
Fields to throw it. Short pass brought in. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Flush down now to his left. He can run it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Irving on the inside give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of
3rd and 4 coming up now.
3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that 1st down marker. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it.
Here we go.
On 4th down, Fields. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, Fields. Finds him over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
551, 12 go.
First and 10. Here's Fields. Throwing the out route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this third down.
Go.
They'll air it out on third. Getting out to his left. He's making a bid for it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Shotgun snap to Fields. Has it in close. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Calvin Austin on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Cut 60. Cut 60. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 79 Broncos.
Milrow with it on first. Nice game left side. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. So the big play gets them just beyond midfield. It's first down. Milrow from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play. Forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult third down now staring in the face.
One last play before the break.
Let's go now. Ready.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Boswell set to kick off.
Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Here we go.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Throw left is intercepted. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. And the Buccaneers get the football back at midfield.
Miller's pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the give to Irving. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's on the quick hitter. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Fields now, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers start the 2nd half with some needed points. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He dodged the tackle. Up to the races, middle of the field. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take the lead on the first play of the drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Field throwing here. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. He goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Here we go. Go.
Off play action, it's Fields. Chased out to his right. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka. So now it's 2nd and long. Fields out of the gun. Ooh, put some heat on this deep ball. Big gain downfield. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Irving here from the gun. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on, come on.
Drive begins with a walker run. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
This option play now on 2nd down. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They give to Irving to start his drive. Still going past the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
And a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Fields looking to throw. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Milrow. Well, the pressure really got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. This is complete. It's Davis. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. There it is, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. It's a big strike downfield to Aguka. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Here we go. 319. Delta. Go.
First down throw for Fields. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their second down.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. 19 windy. Here we go. All right.
Looking to throw Fields. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
He's going to run for it. And a nice game here, but it stops short of the first.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this.
222. Good night.
Desperation time here. Running left side by Godwin. And I don't think he got to the marker. Looked a little short, and yep, indeed, he's marked short. This is a turnover on downs. Walker on 1st down. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Come on. Go.
This is Walker on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
3rd and 6.
Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. Here's a screen out for Walker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
A 63-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a 1st down. Milroe hangs on to it. Oh, he loses the football. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Walker now from the gun. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion. I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's a gain of 9.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
At the 30-yard line.
Fields to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Complete to Devin Cole. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
On the pickup. It's second and inches at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Fields. Caught for big yards on the right side. They're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Completed to his running back. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Offense to the line for second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Here we go, son. Good night.
Off the gut, they go with Moss. And he's going to have the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers cut the lead down to 10.
38. Buccaneers, 28.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here comes Austin. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10.
Hey, check this. Check that. Ready? Ready?
They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Come on, come on.
Warren, once more. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Milrow throwing on third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They'll bring out the punter here. Michael Dixon will kick it away. He's got it at the 24. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers gotta score in a hurry. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10.
Here we go. Hey, never mind, Monday.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes second and 22. Now it's Fields. Escapes out to the left. Gets this one out to Moss. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
At the 43-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Fields. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth cake down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the Conference Championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports with my partner in the booth, Brock Hewer.